Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakah, Hakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Shalom to your Akim that push the word across the four corners of this globe with all truth and sincerity. Bahasham, Harakah, Hakwadash, and Shlaki. That's why I make this quick little lesson, and to mainly focus upon how our expectation, how Bahasham Yahshua constantly throughout throughout each and every one of our our personal walks in Yahweh Bahasham Yahshua, the Lord always maintains Yahweh Bahasham Yahshua always maintains our hope and our expectation upon Him, because through the words, and in His truth, that He's moved us, for us to be enlightened, for us to see and to understand this thing. Because see, us understanding this truth, we're really, the faith that was really given, unto us for us to, to see, and understand what we're reading, and being taught, and to see this truth, which moves us to believe, and to constantly hope. That's a blessing in itself, and that's only given from Yahweh Bahasham Yahshua, only, unto His chosen, His election. Because majority of the world, claim how much they know the Bible, claim how much they love the Most High, this and that, but they don't, believe, man. They're acting. That's what they're doing, man. They're just being fucking hypocrites. But us, that's diligently laboring, sacrificing, and and as well as daily enduring for Yahweh Bahasham Yahshua, His namesake, and diligently serving Him, is all because of our hope that is in Him, and our expectation, which mainly leads to our faith, and that faith was given, to us from Him, and which He led us, at our, at our, at a given time for us to wake up to this truth, to activate it, and to utilize it towards, towards His word, towards the truth of His words, and in the end, for us, the Lord willing, be saved by Him, and He only gave that to a certain individuals upon the face of the earth, man, only to His chosen amongst the chosen people. But matter of fact, I'll get this quick precept in the Apocrypha. I believe it's in Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 14, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath not slipped with his mouth, and is not picked from the multitude of his sins. Blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord. The key word, hope, and, and we constantly strive against this, a world that's barren, that's destitute of any type of, hope, and faith, in the true power. Everybody's mindset, is just geared towards, what Esau, his standpoint, and his fucking standard, his standards, on what he, he decides to be, like what's truth to him and shit, trusting his science and, trusting his way of living, to just cast off, the higher power away out of your mind, completely, and just, do as you will, and just, do whatever you want, or we come from animals and shit. We come from monkeys, this and that. Faith is just, like hope is just like nowhere. Like faith in, faith in the higher, faith in the higher power. Is just nowhere to be found. And this is why the Lord has reserved an election, on earth. That's gonna have that faith. Matter of fact, the Lord even said, that when He comes back, shall He find faith. This is Luke chapter 18. Let's start at verse 7. And shall not the Most High avenge His own elect, which cry day and night unto Him, though He bear along with them? I tell you that He will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall He find faith on earth? And it's pretty much dealing with how much turmoil, and such trouble upon the face of the earth that's never before seen, that's going to be happening upon the earth, but, He asked that question, shall He find faith on earth? Because see, it's going to be so much, hell on earth that people are just going to, leave from whatever, ideology and, religion that they've been, growing up and learning, that they were deceived by, and everything that they've, known, and this is why, it's written that only the elect, are going to endure unto the end, at the appearance of Yahawashi. Because why? Because He is that good foundation, man. The only foundation. There's truth right here, in Him, in Yahawashi, and which is not given upon the whole world. That hope, that faith. I'm saying, and it's not, like a fake hope, man. Like the Christian church, that's a fake hope. That's this prosperity doctrine, believing upon Jesus Christ. You people are ignorant to the truth, man. That's not the truth. But this truth in Bahasham, which He led us, through His Spirit, to be taught by, by men that He set up upon the face of the earth, to teach, pretty much, all the house of Israel in this time, and through, through those men that He set up, can we find, and understand, His words. You know what I'm saying? And, which that in itself is a major stumbling block, man, which is why, majority of our people, are refusing that hope. You know what I'm saying? And just thinking lightly of this truth, scoffing against this truth, because, we look like regular guys, we're rough men, or we cuss a little bit, or whatever, and that'd be a stumbling block upon our people, because see, if we had, like spiritual power, or, glowing, then Jake would believe, Psalms 110, I believe, in the day of that power, that people, shall be willing. You know what I'm saying? But this is how Yahawah wants it to be. Who's what's the word? Intentions, are real and true and upright. Like, He wants to see, who's really, going to really look at the bigger picture, so to speak, and not, be caught up by the carnal, and only the elect, are truly searching, for that bigger picture, and not be caught up by the, the bullshit, the carnality, but they gonna understand and hear the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? But going back to this point in this verse right here, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall He find faith on earth? Because it's gonna be so much chaos upon the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? That that every Christian, is gonna just fucking fold out here, and take the solution that, Esau Edom is gonna be given upon the face of the earth, which is, to take that MOTB, which is that C-hip, that grain of rice implanted under your skin, unless you want, quote unquote safety, quote unquote, to be fed, protection, quote unquote, from him, and you see, a lot of, a lot of our people are gonna take it, man, and that's already written in prophecy, man. It's already written, man. That majority of our people are gonna take this thing, but the elect already gained the victory, that's already written also through Yahawashi, man, and their hope and their faith, them cleaving to their expectation, which causes them to follow him. Matter of fact, I have to get. I believe it's in a Revelation. It's like it. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. Now, it's not talking about, actually, them being virgins, because that's literally, like damn near impossible. But, it's talking about, these different doctrines, like in Proverbs, where it talks about the strange woman. It's, it's talking about, these strange, ideologies and doctrines to stray you from the truth, to stray you, from being, pure in the truth, and to cause you to be tainted by you, taking on these other, ideologies, like Jay believe in fucking flat earth, these, Christianity, this fucking new age spirituality, tarot cards, all types of shit, man. There's all type of, just doctrines and religions that's, roaming upon the face of the earth, All you gotta do is go on TikTok and you're seeing, all the live streams of just straight Jake, but none but Jake, and, heathens, other nations, but majority of it be Jake, just fucking spewing they bullshit, man. The Kemet, the fucking Buddhism, Islam, all these things now, but, strange, women, just doctrines. But these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. Yeah, through the word. Matter of fact, select it. Try to find this quick precept. Yeah. This is Psalms chapter 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, by taking heed thereto according to that word. This word is the truth, man. And this word, it cleanses you, and for you to be pure, and it's not like, anybody can just pick up the Bible, and just read. Like, no, man. You have to be taught, and be baptized, for you to be purified, for you to be cleansed, so that, you manifest to be, a pure substance in this truth. This is Psalms 12, verse 6. The words of the Lord Yahawah are pure words, as silver tried in the fire, It's like a silver tried in the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. You know, where where John the Baptist said, that I'm roughly paraphrasing, but I baptize you with water, but he shall baptize you by fire. The fire is dealing with our trials and tribulations, man. The Lord said, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy heart, thy soul for temptation, to set thy heart aright and constantly endure. That's the fire, man. And this word, trying you. Verse 6, the words of the Lord Yahawashi are pure words, as silver tried in the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. And this walk, through the words of Yahawashi, we're constantly, being chastised, But the Lord, see, that's Yahawashi keeping us, to being pure. Hence, I believe it's John 10. It's like, if you paraphrase it with it's to walk into the straight gate. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and get it. I know I'm steering off topic a little bit, but it's like, it's John chapter 10. It's like, this is Matthew chapter 17, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. The straight gate, is filled with many straits, but only the elect, are the ones that's going to be called and to make it through. But see many are called, but few are chosen. But only the elect are going to be the ones that's going to be called as well as chosen, to make it through the straight gate. And the broad way is that leader to destruction. Because the broad way is easy. It's easy to just be to be wicked, to sin, to go off, to just commit to these different ideologies. Because why? Because you ain't walking the straight gate of Yahawashi. You're dealing with the straight gate is nothing but adversity, man. Constantly being tried, but nonetheless, it's a purification process, man. It's painful. Yeah, it burns, but at the end, it's a great benefit and profit unto you. To mainly, Lord willing, that you be found, where your name be found written, in the book of life, man. And be numbered amongst the chosen. But it's like I just lost my train of thought a little bit. But yeah, man. The straight gate, is that purifying walk. I'll go back to Psalms 12. Psalms chapter 12, verse 6. The words of the Lord Yahawashi are pure words, as silver tried the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. And I forgot what I was talking about. It's like but pretty much going back to the main topic of this lesson, is how the hope in Yahawashi, I was making a point in Revelation chapter 14, Verse 4, these are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. And the main point is the fourth verse, to where it talks about, to where the elect follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. Their hope and their faith, to which move them to diligently, follow the Lord, man. Even all the way through to the end of this fucking world, man. All the way through the hour of temptation, losing things, just fucking, losing everything, even, their own lives, all for the hope, their expectation, that they believed, in the Lord Yahawah through his words, and his words are faithful and true. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get this Psalm chapter 62. Psalm 62, verse 5. My soul, wait thou only upon the Most High, for my expectation is from him. And I'm gonna get this other precept. It's lucky. I just had it. It's lucky. Just bear with me. Yeah, come. This is Jeremiah chapter 29. Verse 11, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord Yahawah, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. And see, the Lord, he led us to this truth, in this path, for us to be, to give us, that expected end, that we hope in him, from the very first day, the very thoughts and imaginations, to what it caused us to imagine, the moment we came across the truth, just, hearing the good news of the kingdom, and even, the good news before the kingdom, man, this place being fucking destroyed, and seeing the glory, fall upon certain brothers, a spiritual power, seeing, indescribable, miraculous, type situations, or not type, but literal, situations, of angels delivering brothers, this whole place, completely, you just fucking, going to shit all the way towards its destruction, finally being, redeemed from this place, man, with no more have to fucking getting up, enslaved toward this devil, man, chasing the fucking green piece of paper, to literally just fucking breathe in this life, hoping, and knowing how close the Lord's getting ready to return and reveal himself, upon the whole earth, to where every eye is going to see him. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, has shown us so much, for us to think these things, towards him, man. And, as long as we, strive, as well as continue to remain faithful unto him and serve him, Yahawah is going, finalize and make sure of our expectation upon him, of our expectation, that we had towards him, man, The Lord knows, our imaginations, our thoughts, even the thoughts before we even think them, man. The Lord is the one, that puts the, Matter of fact, see, the Lord's the one that, that puts the thoughts in the hearts of men. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 23. O Lord, Yahawah, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. And I'm going to get this other precept. Damn, I forgot where it was, but it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. Damn. I know there's another precept where it talks about pretty much, the Lord, he's the one, that, in fact, I'll just go ahead and read Proverbs 16. Proverbs chapter 16. Yeah, there it is. Wow, this is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord Yahawah. All the ways of a man are Yahawah. And going down to, I believe, to verse 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord Yahawah directeth his steps. So Yahawah, he's the one, throughout all our walk, caused us, the things that we, hope in him and expect in him, and, for us to believe upon him, that he, make do, our hope in him. So brother, may, believe and hope as well as expect, spiritual power, expect salvation, expect deliverance, from this place, Well, see, us continuing this walk, the Lord constantly shows us, and maintains our hope, so that he gives us that expected end, man. You know what I'm saying? Psalm chapter 16, verse 5. The Lord Yahawah is the portion of my inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The Lord's in control of each and every single brother, of each and every single brother's lives, man. Their walk and everything, man. In the end, to what? In the end, for them to believe upon the Lord in spirit and in truth, so that all, so that in the end they be delivered, man. And the Lord, give them that expected end. Let me get this again in Jeremiah 29. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord Yahawah, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And you shall seek me and find me when you shall search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, said the Lord Yahawah, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, said the Lord Yahawah, and will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive. Because yes, said the Lord Yahawah has raised us up prophets in Babylon. And this is where we are, in these times, man. To where, our nation is scattered throughout the whole entire world. and the Lord, truly, has raised up, men, prophets, but for the gathering, of the election in these last days, and they're truly waking up, they're truly waking up, like that, Ezekiel 37, that exceeding great army, that breath, upon them, and we're back in these last days calling upon Bahasham Yahawah, that Yahawah, he respect, the promise that was given to our forefathers, and the Lord calls us to remember, once again, the promise, that specific promise that was promised to our ancient forefathers, of the kingdom, and us being brought back to our land, to where we serve him this time forever and never go off, man, and that's being done, through that hope and that, the expectation that's found within his son, Yahawashi, and that's being finalized, his truth, in these last days, mainly, to gather the election. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, count, man. That's basically the main points that I want to bring out for this lesson. So Lord willing, that all your brothers and sisters find satisfying. Until next time, I say shalom.